What's up, everyone? Welcome back, and in today's episode I'm going to show you 3 battles. One of them was probably one of my best comebacks of ever in Go Battle League, so stay tuned. Alright guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, I just want to remind you to please hit that like button and leave a comment or subscribe if any of those things helps the channel. Really appreciate it if you guys could do that if you like this video. Of course, don't do it if you don't like the video. I'm not one of those people who just ask for stuff right up front, but if you do all that stuff. Okay, so we're going to start with the first battle, which has been one of probably my best comeback that I can remember so far in Go Battle League. I mean, I've done over 1,500 battles so far, so there may have been another one, I just don't remember. So we're just going to jump straight into it. And this is Ultra League, so this is against the guy that you just saw on the screen here. And he leads Registeel against Articuno, which is one of the worst situations you could ever run into. And so let's just see what happens. I'm trying to time the flash cannon. I'm trying to swap out right before he throws it, and I fail miserably. So he throws in a shift tree. And I start thinking at this point, like, I need to drain the switch clock. That's the only way I'm going to get out of this, because shift recharges so fast. Even though I could probably KO it with an earthquake, there's no point. It's way too risky. So I decided to just go straight hydro cannon and just drain the clock. So I'm hoping that he eventually throws a charge move so I can shield and just kind of keep draining the clock. And I'm just watching that switch clock. I decided to throw another hydro cannon just so that I can, because I know at this point my clock will be ready to go, and I switch out. I avoid getting hit with leaf blades, and then I switch into Giratina, and this is still not a great matchup. And since the update, this was actually right before the update, since the update came out, Ancient Power is pretty useless right now unless you just get lucky and run into like Articuno. You can like line it up with Articuno or Togekiss, something that's super effective against, but otherwise Shadow Sneak and Dragon Claw probably is the way to go. You can just throw straight Shadow Sneak against Registeel and, you know, hold your own against it, possibly beating it. So I'm pretty sure you can beat it in some scenarios. So here I'm going for a boost. I'm like desperate at this point, so it's not working out at all. He hits me with Flash Cannon. That's of course going to KO me, and I still have my Swampert alive now because I was able to successfully avoid getting fainted by the shift tree. So I throw a hydro cannon hoping to get a shield. I do get a shield. I decide to switch out, and it was really perfect timing there. And then his shift tree had like no health left, so it just kind of froze the game a little bit. I throw what's it called, Icy Wind to lower its attack, and I know that this flash cannon will most likely KO me, but with the debuff I might still survive. And wow, I survived quite a bit there, so that was awesome. I throw in another Icy Wind, and things are starting to look okay for me right now. So I just have to see what they have in the back, because I forget. I don't know if he showed it or not. But either way, okay, Giratina. Either way, I got Icy Wind. This is perfect. I can debuff his attack, and I'm looking pretty good right now. So I switch out. I try to switch out because I don't want him to farm me at this point and just get a bunch of extra energy. But he does hit me with the Dragon Claw, and I still switch out because I don't even want him to get a single Dragon Claw or Shadow Claw. I just want to get in Swampert right away and start throwing charge moves. So Dragon Claw doesn't do a lot of damage, so that's nice. So I go in for the Earthquake here, and we lag a little bit. What else is new? I mean, this is not Go Battle League once, you know, after all. There's lag, always lag everywhere. But we win with an Earthquake, and I was so excited about that. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. So now this next battle is going to be a battle where I lose the lead, and I really quick switch. So if you saw my video about switching as fast as possible, I'll put a little card or, you know, information up there in the corner. Please check it out, because switching is crucial to winning battles. The faster you can switch, the better, okay? So usually in most situations. So I switch right away into Giratina. He switches into Giratina, and I'm just throwing straight Dragon Claws here. I actually don't even decide to go for the boost. I figured it was too risky, and I was getting very, very poor luck with the boost, so I just decided, screw it, I'm not even going to try. and we just go Dragon Claw. So he shields, or she shields. It looks like female avatar, so probably a she. And we go for another Dragon Claw. So let's see if she blocks this one. No, she lets it go. Okay, so we have the Pokemon advantage, we have Switch advantage, so this is good. I'm going to definitely throw in Swampert this time. And I'm just, at this point in time, people were saying if you wait till the clock goes to like 3 or 2, it'll have a lower chance of getting lag. So I've been kind of waiting just as like a habit to do that, but now I think it's a little bit better since the server maintenances they've been doing. It's getting a little bit better where you can just throw in right away and you won't lag too much. So he switches out to Venusaur, and this is kind of perfect. I have Articuno, and let's see here. He goes back in with Metagross. She goes back in with Metagross, sorry, and I go for the Icy Wind to debuff. And then this is pretty much going to be GG's here. Sorry about that. I'm getting text notifications on my computer. Sorry about that, and that's really annoying. And I have no way, I don't know how to stop it, so I apologize. Okay, so we win that one. Okay, last game is going to be very brutal to watch. Very brutal, so prepare yourself. This is going to be horribly disgusting to watch. Okay, we have a horrible lead. This is, again, this is like this is the worst lead you could ever imagine running into with Articuno. And I tried to time the switch, I cannot do it. At this point, the lag was so bad that even the switch tray was like not working. You see me try to do it again, it still wasn't working. So I'm getting so frustrated at this point. But wait, it gets worse. Okay, so I finally switched to Swampert. At this point, I don't really care what happens. So many times because of lag, I've gotten so mad that I just play like absolute trash, and I drop like 100 points. Just go on tilt, and it's not fun. But anyways, I'm trying to whatever, see what happens. I go for the Hydro Cannon. I'm trying to get a shield. Luckily, I do get a shield, so that was awesome. And here I have no shield, so I can't do anything. But Dragon Claw doesn't do a lot of damage anyways. And so I go for the other Hydro Cannon, just because I don't think I'll make Earthquake. And it does a little bit of a small chunk, but it's not going to KO for sure. Okay, so he KOs, so now pretty much either option I go with will be fine. So I decide to go in with the Giratina to try to load up on energy. And I'm going to get hit with a Dragon Claw before he faints. Okay, so now I switch to Articuno because I have energy stored up already. And so I want to lower its attack, and then he switches out again. This is perfect for me. I'm fine with that. I don't want Registeel anyways. So I throw an Icy Wind against Swampert, which if you can get the first Icy Wind off, you could pretty much beat it because the Hydro Cannons won't do that much damage to you. You will win most of those matchups. So I throw another Icy Wind, and he shields it, which might have been a good idea. So let's see what happens. So he's going to hit me with a double debuffed Hydro Cannon, which you see does very little damage. So I'm going for another Icy Wind. See that stupid little wheel there? We get a little bit of lag, but at least I got my charge move off. Okay, so I'm going to slow the video down a little bit here. Once you see my Giratina come in, watch what happens. Okay, Giratina. And we lag again. And then he gets a free charge move. Now you might be saying, you're probably going to lose this anyways, Justin. Why are you freaking out? Well, watch this, okay? Ancient Power. This was before the update too. We get the boost. Had I got that boost prior to getting hit with Flash Cannon, it wouldn't have done as much damage, and you know, my subsequent attacks would be doing more damage, and we time out. Let me rewind it just to show you where we timed out. If you look at the health bars there, you could easily see this should have been a match that I should have won, because had I gotten my Ancient Power off first, like I should have, because it was already charged, I would have gotten the boost, I would have had more health, and I would have won the timeout, you know, tiebreaker. So, frustrating times. I literally can't even count how many times where the lag happens and I can't get my charge move off in time. It's just so frustrating. They've done, since this recording, they've done about 4 server maintenances at least. It has been getting better, but it's still not like perfectly fine yet. I still get a lot of instances where the charge moves will like be moving, like let's say Ancient Power, it kind of falls on a diagonal. It'll like skip, and so I'll be like waiting to swipe up and it'll skip past my finger, and then I miss a whole row of bubbles, and I can't get more than great out of it. And that happens on my Android phone, it happens quite a bit. On my old iPhone, it actually doesn't happen that much at all. So it's just very, very weird. I don't know what's going on. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, that was the last battle anyways. I'm gonna end the video here. I do want to give a shout out to this YouTube channel, Casual Coops, who made a hilarious video that perfectly expresses the frustrations that we've all been having with lag. I'm going to put a link in the description below for that video. Please watch the entire video because it's hilarious. And I mean, he's spot on with pretty much every complaint that I have, or you have, we all have with Niantic right now. So please give that a check out. And again, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about counting moves and how you can totally dominate your opponents if you pull this, pull this technique off well. And it's a very good skill that you need to learn if you want to get to rank 10. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It'll be coming out very soon. I already have the footage for it. So thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.